I don't have a strong opinion about most things, but one of the things I do have a strong opinion about is stickers, specifically car stickers. Whether it's on the bumper, whether it's on the window, anywhere you put a sticker on a car, not a fan. Even that little, sticker on the back, on the license plate, that colorful sticker that says the year, fuck that sticker too. Fuck them all, man. I don't like them. Bumper stickers, ugh. I don't know if I've talked about that on here. Bumper stickers, why? The car already depreciates value the second you drive it off the lot. Why are you just going and doing that tenfold? It doesn't make sense to me. I've never understood it. Do you think people really care that your kid was on the honor roll? I don't even think your kid cares that they were on the honor roll. I don't even think they know that they were on the honor roll. Because if they're smart, they don't give a shit about stuff like that. Actually, no, smart kids do give a shit, especially when honor roll is still a thing. The smart kids know that there's an honor roll. It's the idiot kids that don't know because it never comes across their radar, you know? An honor roll will never be on their sonar, There'll never be a blip that says, oh, what's that? What's that thing? Incoming ship. Oh, an honor roll? Huh. Yeah, it'll never happen. But for smart kids, that shit is on their radar. They know very well what an honor roll is. And once they get a taste of that, they just can't stop. They gotta always get their hit. Every trimester, every semester, every quarter, whatever, they're on. I'm telling you, honor roll is just a gateway drug. Honor roll one day, meth the next. Oh my God. Math one day, meth the next. I mean, it's right there, folks. It's so similar. We didn't even see it coming. You can't tell me that you get a taste of straight A's and that's not going to lead to something worse. It absolutely does. You have to keep chasing that high. And there's only so many A's you can get before you got to, maybe look elsewhere. I don't care how many people are in your family, okay? Don't put that stick figure on their back window. No one gives a shit. All you're telling us, I actually think it's stupid. It's interesting. If you ever have one of those stickers, with the family, you'll never have an honor roll sticker on the back of your car because you are too stupid to earn one. Because if you're putting your whole family sticker on the back of your car, well, let's say we see you take off in a minivan and we count, 2 parents, 3 kids, and a dog. Guess what that tells me? No one's home. That big old storage container is ripe for the pickings. I can just walk in there and not be met with a human. What would be smart is if you do get a family sticker, okay? Hear me out. But you don't get the right amount of family members on the sticker. But you always undercut it, Because then, no, actually, would you overcut it? Yeah. Yes. Always get more family members on the sticker. That way when, the 2 parents and 3 kids and the dog leave, people look at the back of the van and they're like, well, they left 2 kids at home. And then they won't rob the house because they're like, well, I don't want to go through that. The barrier of entry, it's quite high on a robbery. There's a lot of convincing you have to do to be like, I'm going to rob a suburban house. But by putting an accurate family sticker on the back of your car, you're pretty much removing that barrier of entry. People are like, well, I would be stupid not to steal from that house. They're practically asking for it at this point. And then you get robbed. And they go in your house and they're like, what the fuck? This is the biggest sticker collection I've ever seen. And they feel bad. They're like, I'm not even going to rob them. Oh my God. Anyone that has this many stickers has problems. I'm going to pop out. Is that actually a new Samsung TV? You know what? Fool me once, shame on you, right? So it's like, this is good. It's like a first step towards them learning a lesson. I should steal that TV. Yeah. Yeah, these sticker fuckers. I mean, they're like, yeah, they're fucking up cars. It's the only time someone gets some retribution for these goddamn automobiles, okay? These cars, they can't fight the fight. I'll do it for them. I'm stealing this fucking TV in the name of Lightning McQueen, goddammit. And I'll take that blender. That one's for you, Big Mac. I'm so against car stickers. I think they're stupid. And I went to brunch with one of my friends the other day, and I saw a car sticker, and I started to ask a question. I was like, "How do you feel about it?" He was like, "No." I was like, "I didn't even ask." He was like, "No, I know what you're getting at." I was like, "Okay." And we were actually getting brunch, and as we walk into the brunch place, on like right in front of the brunch place, there was a minivan, and on the back window was adorned a baby on board placard, you know? The one with the suction cup. And I was like, okay, I know we both agree and we understand that it's right that car stickers are bad. But how do you feel about a baby on board, like suction cup placard? Would you ever do that? And he was like, I don't know. It would depend. I would have to talk about it. I'm like, really? He was like, what about you? I was like, you know, yeah. Yeah, I would. He was like, why? I was like, well, you know, I think it could be kind of endearing. Imagine, you know, you have that. You're dating someone. They get in the car. And they're like, why do you have a baby on board sticker? Do you have a kid? I thought this would probably come up. We've been dating for a while now. You've never mentioned a kid. And I'd be like, no, that's for you, baby. Anyways, I'm on the market, so if anyone's interested, hello. No, would that be attractive? Do you think? Would that be a funny joke if you if you were like dating someone, you were with someone, you know, in a relationship or whatever, or some people say your partner. If you were in there with your partner, howdy. If you were in there with your partner, you know, if you were Buzz Lightyear and you know Woody pops into your seat, uh, and you made that joke, would that be attractive? I think so, right? I think there's not a world in which I don't see someone being just head over heels in love if you were to pull something like that. So, yeah, I would absolutely, yeah, I would decorate my car with a baby on board sticker for that use only. And then if I had a kid, no, I would take it off because then you're a target, you know? Like I've always thought it was stupid that the Target mascot, you know, Spot. I always thought it was stupid. He had a target around his eye, and it's like, yeah, that's a birthmark, Garv. I'm like, yeah, but it's dumb. It's dumb. He should have gotten that fixed. There's technology out there, okay? Because it's just like, you know, you're like telling someone where to shoot you, and so I mean, in my eyes, I feel like Spot was kind of like born with the fate of being a Cyclops one day. I feel like he's gonna get that eye shot out because it's like, why put a target there, you know? In the same way that I don't think I would ever put a baby on board sticker on my car because then I'm a target. I feel like people are really like angered by babies, right? Like on flights, they're always crying and like ruining your peace and tranquility. And then they always like smell. And then they make like boring people seem interesting on the internet. Now they have like something to post about and they feel like they should. I feel like babies really like ruin society, right? So I feel like if you have a baby on board sticker, people would be like, well, I'm going to get them. Fuck that person. There's a baby. Good, good. That's kind of like when you're playing a video game, right? And there's like a golden hoop. And it's like, oh, if you shoot in this hoop, you get 5 points. Well, a baby on board sticker is kind of like a golden hoop, but you get like 300 points. And so I feel like people would, yeah, they would probably like try to collide with your car because they're like, well, you have the very thing that's plaguing our society. I took a red eye and I did not get shut eye because of you. Oh my God. That's like ageist, right? Where you had a bad experience with one member of the group and then you're like, I hate every member of that group now. Oh yeah, this baby was mean to me one time. Now I hate all babies. uh, yeah, this baby looked at me weird. They were staring at me. So that's why I drop kicked your baby. Okay? It's nothing personal. It was just, if it makes you feel better, I just hate all children. Okay? So don't, you're making this weird. I'm not. But yeah, I think I would put a baby on board sticker on my car. Not a sticker though, the suction cup thing. Like I would absolutely have to, have the option of removing it. I just don't get, why do people put stickers on their cars, That's a whole thing. I think people put stickers on their cars because they know that they're not going to be able to put the honor roll sticker on their car. Because anyone that puts stickers on their car would not be able to have a kid that's smart enough to earn an honor roll sticker. So they're like, let's fill this real estate up with something else because we're not going to have anything else to put here. Yeah, isn't that the paradox of an honor roll sticker? In a perfect world, you should never see one. Because anyone that's smart enough to be on the honor roll should not come from a family that would put one on their car. Anyways, speaking of cars, I was in a drive-thru the other day. McDonald's, to be specific. I was in Folsom. I was in this drive-thru, and these three girls, I was trying to order, and these three girls were behind me, and they were like awfully close to my car. And they were talking real loud, and I was like, fuck, I can't even hear like what I'm saying to this person. Like they were like, does everything look good on the screen? I was like, I don't even know. What did I order? Can you tell me? I didn't even hear the words that came out of my mouth. And it was confusing to me. I'm like, wait, why are those girls like so close to my car? Do they like need something? There's like high school girls. And then I like order and I pull forward and I notice they immediately get in front of the, like the speaker thing. And they go, hi. I was like, oh, I get it. High school girls, super close to my car in a drive-thru. They don't have a car and they're trying to, order from McDonald's because this McDonald's that I went to, their lobby is closed. I think because of COVID. I'm not sure. But the lobby was closed. They don't have a car. What do you do in that situation? You get in the drive-thru as human beings. And I was like, huh. I always see this on social media, right? Like, oh yeah, we walked through a drive-thru, or we're in a drive-thru in a little like toy, a child's car, the one where your like knees pop out like that, because you're like a full-size human. And I was like, I always see this on social media. I always hear these tales, but I was like, I've never seen the legend. It's always been this myth, it's been folklore up until this point. But to see it actualized was like so groundbreaking for me. Here I am on this big old rock for 23 and a half years. And this is like the first time I'm being able to see this. It was truly a groundbreaking Friday for me. And so I pull up to the second window because no one ever uses the first one. I still don't understand why that's a thing. But then I was like really invested in this storyline, this plot line that had developed. I'm like, oh my God, are the girls gonna like pull up and are they gonna make like car noises when they walk up behind me? That would only be the right thing to do. So I pull up to the second window and I see everyone's inside's kind of like flustered and aggravated. I'm like, oh no. Is my cinnamon bun not gonna come out? Is that why everyone's upset? But then, I noticed a lot of eye rolling and I was like, uh-oh. This is not going to bode well. If we got eye rollers, not a good chance that human drive-throughers are going to make it through. You know what I'm saying? Uh, they're not going to put the through in drive-through. And it didn't seem like they put the drive in it either because they did not have a car. But then I see a car pull up behind me and I'm like, oh my God. That car ran over and murdered those girls, didn't they? No. Yeah, the girls weren't let in. I didn't see them after that. I did actually. I went and parked in the parking lot to eat my food and listen to the Complex Sneakers podcast. Shout out to Joe LaPuma, Matt Welty, and Brendan Dunn. It's one of my favorite podcasts right now. Anyways, I pull up in the parking lot and I actually, as I finish, I'm wiping my hands, wiping my mouth. I'm a proper guy, okay? No stickers on the car, no crumbs on the mouth. I do it right. And I actually see these girls walk across the McDonald's parking lot with Burger King bags in their hands. I was like, right on. Yeah. Fuck you, McDonald's. Why not let them order? Is there any harm in letting them order? I don't know. But I've heard that too, right? If you just walk up to a drive-thru, they kind of like always reject you. What is that? Do they have like a deal? Is there like a NATO, but for like drive-thrus and like car manufacturers, where it's like part of us selling cars is that you can only let cars through your drive-thrus. And they're like, yeah, sure, fine. Sure, whatever. But then, it gets to points like this where like a human will go through a drive-thru and they're like, well, fuck. Hey, nothing against you. We just signed this contract ages ago that says you have to be in a car to go through this. It's in its legislation. I don't know what to do. I'm just, you seem like lovely people, but my hands are tied, But yeah, I don't know why that is. Maybe actually it all started because like one guy was rejected. One guy, the first guy tried to go through a drive-thru. And there was just an asshole on the other end that was like, fuck you, man. No, you got to be in a car. And he was like, I don't like this. And then he interviewed for that job just so he could reject someone too. And then that person was like, I don't like that. And so then they interviewed and just so they could do the very same thing. And it became this endless cycle of rejections turning into people just seeking vindication, right? Or retribution, whatever it is. And so there's no actual reason for people getting rejected at drive-thrus. It was just because one guy was like, nah. I think that's why a lot of laws are the way they are, right? Because one guy was like, nah. And then they wrote a book about this one guy. Read between the lines. Okay, it's not about what's written, it's about what's not written. And that's why my son shouldn't kiss another man. I was shopping for, what was I shopping for? I went in to a Rite Aid looking for something specific. I forgot what it was. Is it relevant to the story? No. It was actually popcorn. I wanted popcorn because I knew I was going to watch a movie Friday night. And I was like, well, I got to get popcorn. I already got M&Ms the other day. Now I got to get popcorn. I'm a big salty and sweet guy. So they didn't have the one I liked, but I settled for Skinny Pop. And I was like, that's okay. You are what you eat. And if I ever, have a kid one day, this will be perfect for me. I'll be a Skinny Pop. Okay. But I was walking down the aisle and I passed through the refreshments, the drinks aisle. And I noticed they had some water. I was like, oh yeah, they sell water, don't they? Places. And I noticed there was a water called Path Water. Here, I'll put a picture here if I find it. I'm still not convinced it was real. There were only like 2 on the shelf. I was like, did that? Someone put that here? Is that supposed to be here, But I looked, I inspected the Path Water. And on the cover, it said bathwater, purified water with electrolytes for taste. And I was like, why? I'm not drinking water for like some extra taste. I'm drinking water for the water taste. Why are you adding shit for other? If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna drink Propel. Okay. If I want to drink water for flavor, I'm gonna drink a vitamin water, right? Like the flavored one. There's flavored vitamin water, right? I don't actually know. I'm not really like familiar with like the water meta, so I'm not sure. But there's like flavored water, right? What? What? Why sell this water and then be like, we put electrolytes in it? I'm like, oh, for recharging? They're like, no, for taste. I'm like, that's not why. That's not why I ordered this water. That's like, that's like if I fucking what? I got a chocolate cake, and then they were like, well, we put a bunch of like vanilla icing on it for taste. And I'm like, that's not the fucking taste I was going. I ordered a chocolate cake for the chocolate cake taste. They're like, yeah, no, but we figured. I'm like, don't figure it. I just wanted I wanted chocolate cake. And they're like, yeah, but what about this other taste? I'm like, that's I would have hey, if I wanted that taste, I would have ordered a cake for that taste. If I wanted a fucking water with taste, I would have gotten it. I want water for water, man. What do you, and you might be like, well, Garv, that's what that water is. Yeah, but why electrolytes? Electrolytes don't have taste, do they? So why are you adding it for taste? Like, don't add it and then claim, yeah, it's got taste. No, it doesn't. That's like saying, yeah, we added food dye for taste. No, you didn't. You added it to look a certain way. Don't lie to me and say it tastes like something. And they're like, yeah, well, then why does pink lemonade taste so good? I'm like, well, d- um, okay, sure. But explain M&Ms. And M's. And they're like, yeah, which one's your favorite? And I'm like, red. And they're like, exactly. I'm like, fuck. You got me there. Hmm. They're like, what's your favorite type of peep? And I'm like, that's a trick question. There is no favorite type of peep. They all fucking suck. If you like peeps, you probably put stickers on your car. Peeps are nasty, man. There's a couple red flags, right? I believe the kids are calling them icks nowadays. I think a big ick for me is like, yeah, that you enjoy peeps unironically. I think there might be something wrong. Like, I don't think I could trust you. Like, if we were on not an island, but like some survival situation, like if we were locked down in a Costco and it was a zombie invasion, and we were just talking to pass the time, like cleaning our weapons and stuff, and we just, make some chit chat, and it comes up that you enjoy peeps, I would maybe start a rumor in the group that I saw you get bitten by a zombie. And then I would let the group take care of it. I would let the group do what they need to do. Okay? But another group of people that I found that I don't know if I trust are people that, let me set the scene for you. Streaming services, right? Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, fucking Peacock. I saw one the other day. It was called Plex? What the fuck are we doing at this point? But all these streaming services, like if you're watching a show or maybe like even sometimes in the movie, like when the credits start playing in the beginning, there's always an option that pops up and it says skip intro. I do not trust anyone that presses that button. And you're like, well, Garv, I've been, this show has like 10 seasons. Like, I get it at this point. No, sit through it. It's part of the experience. Okay? It's like, oh, what are you, the guy that watches all the credits? Yeah, no, I watch all the credits in the movie. It's fucking part of it. Okay? And if you think I'm kidding, ask my friend Hoyer. I make us sit through the credits. Only when there's a post-credit scene. Okay? I don't care like how small it is. I have to watch an entire movie all the way through. I also have to watch the intro. No matter how many times I've seen it, you watch the intro, okay? You're paying your fucking dues. There's an artist that made that music, okay? There's an artist that made that animation, that graphic. Fucking pay your respects, motherfucker, okay? Skip intro. Is your time that important? That's why I don't trust these people. The whole motive behind pressing skip intro is like, you know what? I could use my time, this amount of time, for something better. No, you wouldn't. You're not that important. Shut up. Sit through that goddamn repetitive ass intro, man. Because you are not important. To me, if you press skip intro, it's a big ego move. You're basically like, nah, I'm important. No one is. No one is above an intro. I think that's a very important thing. I think simply the first step, I think the 12-step program of humbling yourself should start by not skipping intros. I think that's a perfect place to start, you know? I think by taking that small step and saying please at drive-thrus, I think those are two really just like great beginner steps you can take to be a better person and be a little more humble, you know? And I also noticed something this week that I always knew, but I never really articulated it. And then I told someone, I was like, wait a minute, this all makes sense. Another type of person I don't trust is someone that makes typos often. And you're like, okay, Garv, now you're just getting ridiculous. Give these people a break, man. You make typos probably. Yeah, I do. But it's the people that make typos often. And you're like, what are you talking? How often? How can you measure that? But you know I'm right, because right when I said it, you probably thought of someone. You were like, yeah, this fucker makes typos often. Yeah. Yeah, we know them, don't we? That person. I don't trust that person. You know why? It's the same reason I don't trust people that skip the intro. It's because there's only two reasons you would make a typo. The first is you're just an idiot. The second is that you think you're above a proofread. You're not. Your time is not more important than a proofread. When you make typos often, it's essentially you telling me, yeah, that's whatever I wrote, that's right, fucking ship it out. You are not that good, okay? No one is above a proofread. And if you are that stupid that you're making typos that often, maybe I don't want you around, man. That could really like fuck us up later, you know? What's a good example? I mean, this is gonna be so hard to like come up with an example, but like where misspelling could really like, oh no, I thought of an example. It's like really inappropriate. Well, I can't say that. That's a really inappropriate joke. But yeah, making that many typos, that could really like fuck us in the long run. So I can't keep you around. It's nothing against you. It's just, yeah, it is. Yeah, I just can't have that. Swarming it. People say, you're the average of the five people around you. I'm sorry. You're out. It's God, you only have three friends. I'm sorry. It's quality control at this point. Quality, not quantity. Just get out of there. But yeah, people that make typos often and they're intelligent, I do not trust them. Because that means they have an ego. Because they're saying, yeah, no, I wrote the thing and it's perfect. Get out there, bud. No, you better fucking read that shit. Okay? And if you do make a typo, maybe you're just too quick, right? You send it out, but then you notice, oh, fuck, you kind of proofread retroactively. I will give you a pass if then you quickly acknowledge your mistake with an asterisk and go, oh, sorry, there, not there. And I'm like, there we go. But yeah, I don't trust people that skip the intro and people that make typos often, because it's not about the typo. It's about the subtext of the typo. What it says about you. Chances are this message you sent, not that important, but, It's the broken windows. You ever heard that? The first step to, like, getting a community back on its feet and, like, reduce crime is you fix all the broken windows. Because when people see broken windows, then it kind of is like it broken windows are more conducive to crime because people are like, well, it's already like fucked up. Let's steal shit. But just by, there's a whole study about this. You can read it. But the idea is like when people see broken windows, they're more likely to partake in crime. I believe that's the thesis. I don't know. But yeah, when you fix those windows, people are like, well, people are inherently good. So if they see, fixed windows, they're not going to break them. What are we, monsters? What are we, animals? Animals are like, hey, we don't do that. I'm like, yeah, you're right. My bad. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. My bad. Yeah, the other day I thought about skipping an intro. Yeah, we all make mistakes. I'm sorry. I had a moment of weakness. Okay? But those are people I don't trust. But then who do you trust, Gauruv? Frat guys. Frat dudes. That's right. But not all frat dudes, There's a very specific flavor. And part of that flavor is the ones that call you brother. The ones that call every guy brother. Actually, they call everyone brother. It's like gender neutral, the term. Yeah, I've noticed this. I was with a frat guy the other day, and he just kept calling me brother. He was like, good to see you, brother. Right on, brother. Oh, that's hilarious, brother. Yo, you gonna finish that, brother? Yo, you gonna finish me, brother? I was like, wait, what kind of frat is this? And he was like, what are you talking about, brother? I'm like, you say brother one more time, it's about to turn into a frat in Alabama, if you know what I mean. Okay. But something I noticed, I was like, there's some warmth behind that. I do like when a frat guy calls me brother. It's nice. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel at home. And they don't even really there's not much behind it. It's such like a flippant add-on, It's so perfunctory in nature, but it feels nice. It feels like you belong, You're like, I didn't have to do the elephant walk. I didn't have to get branded on my thigh. No one had to piss on me or anything, but I'm a brother, aren't I? They're like, right on, brother. And then I'm like, wait, I just kind of took some shots at frat guys right there. You didn't hear me? And they're like, whatever you say, brother. Testing. All right, brother. I'm like, oh my God, you're brainwashed. Huh, brother? Oh my God. I I felt warmth this whole time, but little did I know. Your parents have stickers all over their cars. Yeah, maybe frat guys aren't nice. They're just stupid. They don't know what other words to put in their sentences, so they just keep using the same ones. Maybe it's just that. Oh, fuck. I never thought about that. Well, this changes everything. No, it doesn't. I'm going to, ignorance is bliss. I'm going to choose to believe that frat guys see me as their brother. But yeah, I notice frat guys just use brother a lot. And I like it. It's not a criticism. It's a, what? It's a, what's the opposite of a criticism? Like, it's an appreciation for the art, the culture. I felt something on my lower lip earlier this week. And I don't know why, but I just felt too lazy to get to a mirror. Not that I have anything against my friend Amir. No, I said a mirror. Oh, my bad. But I don't know why. Did you ever do that? Your hair feels like it's wrong, in a wrong way. So you're like, I could go to a mirror and figure this out, but yeah, whatever. I'll just guess. I was kind of run my hand through my hair and then shake it a little bit and be like, yeah, well, that's probably right. But I felt like there was something on my lower lip, and instead of, making my way to a mirror like I should have, I just stretched my lower lip all the way out and tried to see if I could look at it. Spoiler alert, I couldn't. I couldn't see what was on my lower lip. I couldn't pull it forward enough to like actually get a good look. Not that the lip wouldn't go up far enough. My nose was just in the way. I mean, look at it. You know, how's that thing not going to get in the way? It's fucking. People take Friday off and fucking hike this thing. You know, I got half dome right on my face. You know? But then that got me thinking, what did people do before mirrors? They did what I just tried to do, right? And then if it didn't work out, they were just like, whatever. I was like, huh, yeah, there was a world before mirrors. Where there wasn't there? And I was like, wait a minute, does that mean that there was a world in which someone might have never seen what they look like? I bet their mental health was better, right? Was their life expectancy like 16? Sure, but at least they were happy for those years, you know? But then I was like, no, no. What were the earliest reflections, right? They were surfaces, like, well, it's still fucking surfaces. It's a mirror nowadays, but it was like natural surfaces, right? Like water. And that's the story behind, is it ego or narcissism? The guy that like looked at a reflection. He was like dehydrated, and then he went to go drink water, and he saw his reflection. It was like so into himself that he died of dehydration. But people would, yeah, look at their reflection in like water, right? That's how they would look at themselves. Oh my god. But what if it was like murky water? And a white guy looked at it and he was like, huh, that's weird. My arms aren't that color. Huh. I guess we're all different colors from neck up, aren't we? So are all my friends gaslighting me? Yeah, the life expectancy might have been 16, but they knew what gaslighting was. It's ubiquitous in culture. You can find gaslighting examples and all, run throughout the annals of history. It's there. Trust me. No, yeah, for sure. But I was like, that was the only way that you could have gotten your own reflection, right? Water? Or like some surface. I don't know what like natural surfaces have a reflection, but yeah, they didn't have the convenience of like a mirror or like a phone, like a front facing camera technology. So if you like had something in your teeth, that would just kind of annoy you for a while. But then again, these people didn't brush their teeth, so I don't think anything going on in their teeth annoyed them for any while, you know? You had a toothache like 2 months into your life. No one's brushing those shits, man. Wait, you don't even have teeth 2 months into your life? No, they still hurt because they knew they were going in a world in which fluoride didn't exist, you know? On the way out, teeth were like, well, here we go. We're never going to be this clean ever again, which I think is probably true even today, but you know what I mean. And so you would just have to go off the word of your peers, right? You'd be like, my cheek kind of hurts. Is there anything on there? And someone would be like, well, I think so. And they're like, what is it? And they don't know, like, they don't know what a pimple is. So they're like, I don't know. It looks like a. You know how we have like these things on our chest, these two things? It's like a smaller one of those. So I think it's probably normal. Ooh. Oh, I just thought of something disgusting. Oh, I'm not even gonna mention it. Fuck that. Oh, that was so disgusting. Nope. I did you a favor, okay? Just know you came out ahead in this situation. It's very good that I didn't say what I just thought. Anyways, I was at work the other day and I felt good about this outfit I was wearing, you know? I was like, yeah, I've been thinking about this outfit for like 3 days. Feels good, you know? I knew I was going to go into the office that day. I don't go in the office that much, you know? But I was like, I'm going to go in that day. I'm going to wear this outfit. And I'm going to feel good. And I did. I felt really good. Had the whole work day. And then as I was walking out of the building to go to the parking lot, this guy was walking towards me. I was walking down this hall. He was walking towards me. And I looked him up, down, down, up. And I was like, God fucking damn it. He and I are wearing the same fucking exact thing. And I think we both knew it because we like made eye contact. You could see an evaluation. And then we both looked away. You know, I like to like give a little nod, a little smile if someone walks by. I just fully was like, huh. Big hall too. There was some distance, you know? It was the thing where you like notice each other 50 feet away and we're like, oh, well, there's no right or left we can either take. We just have to commit at this point. If someone had seen one of us go into that hallway, in about 10 seconds, they'd be like, Didn't you just go into that hallway? Did you forget something? It's like, no, I'm a different guy, man. Okay? And that just ruined my day. You know? Here I was feeling good. You know? I picked out this outfit. It's unique. Oh, yeah. No one has these pants. He probably had the same exact pants as me. It was incredible. Also, no one goes in the office, really. Because, like, hybrid. It's probably like one of 100 people on site that day, right? Same exact clothes. You hate to see it. Well, you love to see it. You just hate to see it on someone else, you know? Anyways, I don't even have a way to end this. Oh, we hit 100 subscribers on this channel. So thank you. That's big. That's awesome. Hit 100 subscribers. Just hit 11,000 total views. I know these aren't like big numbers, especially because this podcast has been running for like, what, 19 months? I haven't posted every week for 19 months, but it's cool. It's cool. And now that I've said, 100 subscribers, I'll probably lose one of them. So I just want to say it's nice. It's nice while it lasted, you know? But thanks. Yeah, it's actually the podcast has been getting a few more listeners recently. I just want to say thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. Make sure you like the video and comment if you want to, but you don't have to. Yeah, don't comment. Only if you want to. I'm not gonna press you. I'll talk in next. I'll talk at you next week. Okay. Bye.